like working outside. I've worked outside most of my life, and I can work outside in all kinds of weather conditions. The sun is easy enough, the winter's easy enough, the cold's not a problem, the wind isn't a problem, it can be freezing, snowing, not a problem. Even the rain, periodically, is fine. But it's my least favourite of all the weathers, because once you get wet, and once you're cold, it's very hard to get warm and dry again outside. And the amount of rain that we've had in the last few months has left me thinking, you know, I really should have tried harder at school. Anyway, I've been thinking a lot about stories. What makes a good story? One of the things that makes a great story is a beginning, a middle, and an end. You right, boss?
Morning.
That is the one. It's going to be moments like this. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to save these little videos for later. Because in the not too distant future, in the very immediate future, waking up in the morning is going to involve warmth, beautiful blue skies, crystal clear blue water, and it's moments like this that are going to make moments like that all the sweeter. Oh, I can't wait. You see, it's not just that. The secret sauce of a story really is the characters. And most of you probably know Carly and I's story by now, just a couple of regular folks, never been on a sailing boat before, just blue collar people who wanted a bit of an adventure. And then there's the undeniable star of the show, which is obviously Hank, but there is also the unsung hero of the show, Kadoa. Not the channel, the boat. I know to some people out there, making an inanimate object or a vehicle a kind of character within a story might be a bit insane. Perhaps it's just growing up in the 80s that makes it feel so natural and so right for me. Yeah, still got it. So, something cool happened the other day whilst I was trying to figure out what oil and how much oil I needed for the sail drive. I'll show you. So, this box is full of the boat's history. Now, I was going through the operator's manual the other day whilst trying to figure out what oil I need for the sail drive, how much oil I need for the sail drive, and anyway, I figured that out. Whilst going through all of this paperwork, and there's a lot of it, I started noticing some really cool old stuff that the boat used to have with it. I can't find most of it anymore, so I think it's probably been scuttled. But this Aqua Air 100 hydro generator and a whole host. There used to be a folding prop on the boat, not anymore sadly. A whole host of really cool stuff on this boat. And I just started to go through it again, and I've looked through it in the past, but not really just taking it on board exactly what the boat had and what, mostly because I didn't know what an Aqua Air thing was. I was just like, oh, that's nice. But now I'm starting to appreciate that some people in the past had really kitted this boat out to go places. And then whilst I was going through all this paperwork, I noticed the boat's had like 5 owners, and what I noticed was about 90% of this documentation was for one couple. As you know, obviously Carly and I have had the boat for just over a year. The couple before us that had it, again, had it for about a year. We don't know much about the chap before that, but then the couple before that, that's this couple. The one that seemed to have spent a small fortune on the boat, including ripping all the teak deck off and putting a brand new teak deck down and all this kit they put on it to upgrade it. The thing that really brings the story another level of richness, I think, is the fact that Kadoa, who was known as Nadimia back then, has already circumnavigated the globe once. She's already gone all the way around, and that's amazing, you know. Like she's had an epic adventure already, and then now hopefully she's about to be asked to do another. I just randomly started looking through some of the documentation. I looked at the couple that obviously put so much time and effort and love into the boat, and I just wondered, I was like, I wonder if they still live at the same address. I wonder if there's any way to contact, just out of curiosity, to sort of say, hey, I don't know. And this was literally like a couple of days ago. And then out of the blue, almost a day or so after that, we get an email from this couple who said, hey, we've seen your videos, and then introduced themselves as this particular couple that have gone all the way around the world. And we had this really amazing email exchange, and it was really cool to hear from them. We then discovered that not only have they gone all the way around the world, they documented it, and they've actually written a book called Rallying Round the World. If I can find a link for it, I'll pop it in the description. But Carly actually then went and bought a copy of this book. I don't know where she bought it from because I couldn't find it on Amazon, but I'll have a look and I'll pop it down below if I can find it. But yeah, it's called Rally Round the World, and they document, as I say, the circumnavigation, and there's these cracking old pictures of obviously them and their adventures and the boat, and that's when it really hit me that the boat really is a big part of the story. It's a huge character. And I find this with some of the other sailing channels as well. The one that really hits home for me as being integral in the story is the Delos crew. For some reason, there's something about their boat. Maybe it's because they've had it so long and the continuity, they haven't changed boats. Delos was there from day one, and Delos is still going strong now. Fundamentally, as I say, the boat has been a constant, even when Brian's left for a while, or Brady's left for a while, or the crew's been quite fluid. The continuity of the story has been Delos, and there's something about the way the story, intentionally or unintentionally, was told that just for me, I don't know, there's probably other channels out there that have a similar kind of vibe. I don't really know where I'm rambling in that. I just got this kind of romantic notion about the idea that she's not just a boat. She's not just some inanimate object, predominantly wood and plastic. She's got, I don't want to use the word soul, I don't know if that's the right word, but she's got a story. She's been a character in someone else's amazing story. She's a huge character in our story. I'm getting fond of her in a way that I think people who collect classic cars probably get fond of their automobiles. But the couple, as I say, the couple, they've reached out to us, and we've had some amazing email exchanges. And then we said, look, how would you like to come back down to the boat? They don't live too far away. Maybe we can go out sailing, and we can go for a drink and spot a lunch or whatever. It'd be quite cool maybe for them to come back onto the boat. Maybe there'd be a sort of sense of nostalgia there. They might go, oh my god, look at the state of her now. I don't know, I hope not. But it'd be really cool. We can pick their brains about their story, their adventures, the things they found really difficult when the two of them were sailing in, you know, big seas or whatever, the functionality of the boat, and, you know, maybe any little boat hacks they had from living on it for so much I want to know, and I can't wait, you know, because I don't think anybody is going to have as deeper fundamental understanding of how this boat performs and handles in the good, the bad, than these guys will. So I think it's going to be really exciting to meet them. I cannot wait to meet them, and it's just really amazing how this all unfolded just in a matter of days. I just thought about it. It's just so crazy. I just thought about it. I thought it'd be really cool to hear from them, or share the story with them, or let them know their boat's still going, and then they got hold of us. So yeah, really looking forward to meeting them. We're all going to sit down and hopefully bring the story even more to life. If anybody is interested in their book, as I say, it's called Rallying Round the World. If I can find a link, I'll put it in the description. Otherwise, just Google it. And if you're interested in the history of this boat, the places this boat has already been in her younger days, in her prime, the story of this particular couple and their adventures, then do check it out. But as enthusiastic as I am about meeting them right this second, I'm also as enthusiastic about having a shower. It's been a long day, so I'm going to love you and leave you. Till next time.